I just want to make this extremely upfront from the get-go. I'm not here to slander. I'm not here to talk bad on the competitor of mine, which obviously they are, but I'm not this kind of guy, first and foremost. So if you're looking for that, you can click away. I don't want you to be watching this video because this is not going to be one. It's going to be educational because instead of taking a look at a video of somebody like bashing another company, I prefer to give you some tactical and tangible knowledge on how you can grow your business. If you're looking for slander, you can click away. Now, if you are here to see how you can learn from what I'm going to share with you, because there is something that you can be learning from this video, then welcome. I'm Gabriel, and we help gyms to systematize client acquisition, scale to 7-figure, and yeah, make sure it's not a problem anymore. So I talk a lot with a lot of gym owners every single day, and a lot of them ask me about gym launch and what I think about that. And I'm like, I mean, of course, there are competitors of us, but I see like there's so many gyms in the world. I'm like, yeah, I can work with a lot of gyms, and those guys can work with some of the gyms. And some people are happy, some people are not. And same thing with it. Like there are people that are not happy, and some people are extremely happy too. So that's like every single company on the planet side. I'm not looking for bashing them, but there's one thing that they did saw that I want to make you aware of and also explain you how you can get rid of this issue, because extremely confident you saw this issue, but you can't put your finger on, okay, how can I fix this? And that the issue even existed. I'm going to share that with you what it is. So we call this in advertising saturation. And I think you can also get it even if you're not into advertising. But the thing with Gym Launch is that they did such a great job in advertising and, like, to be frank, like, yeah, going ahead and spreading what they do and their knowledge to a lot of gyms that pretty much everybody tried the good old 6-week challenge and tried a similar copy. But the problem is, at some point, it's like whenever you see, for example, you go into, I don't know, YouTube, and you go ahead and you have those ads that pop up, you don't even look at the ads, you just automatically click skip the ad. Or if you are watching a TV, for example, and everybody else, whenever like this is a time where the ads are popping up, everybody's on their phone because they don't listen to it. This is a phenomenon in advertising called banner blindness. That's because our brain recognizes a pattern and we're like, ad categorized as annoying, so we're not going to watch it and we're going to do something else. And the problem is, it also happens at the small scale of a gym advertising locally. And when you think about this way, it gets really easy to understand that, okay, if everybody is using the same copy, is using the same images, the same style, the same funnel, the same approach, it loses its efficiency because of the simple reason that marketing is simply, when you dumb it down, about being different. I'm just going to give you a little a graph to understand this thoroughly. Let's say you have those guys, you have a crowd of people, and you see waiting for the connection to be restored. But as I mentioned, marketing is about being different, meaning that, let's say, for example, you are taking a look, which is what I wanted to draw, but Myro for some reason is giving me a trouble. Thanks, Myro, for that. Let's say, for example, we are taking a look at this and you have a lot of people right here. All right, so this is a crowd of people in black. You're like, okay, cool. Like I see, like you don't see anybody else stand out in this crowd. But let's say I make somebody that's gonna be in red, okay? Like you only can see this guy. And this is exactly the same process that we are seeing with Gym Launch, and that I saw firsthand is that everybody is using Gym Launch's copy right here. And the problem with that is that then everybody, because nobody, and that's not really a problem, because first and foremost, if you did that, it's no problem, because you're like, okay, I wanted to fix and improve things, but then you didn't saw results. That's where it comes. That's why I don't like really what's happening, and I want to tell you that the issue is here so that you know what you can do to solve it, because you just want to grow your business and then you realize, shit, it doesn't work. Then you may like, oh, Facebook ad doesn't work. No, it's because the copy and the approach has been all such overused that everybody saw it. It's not standing out. Therefore, banner blindness. Therefore, you don't get people in your doors. That's why. All right. So, but the thing is, most people don't take the time to teach those things and let you know that this is why it happens. But I wanted to make sure that you do know it, because if you're watching this video and you're still doing this, you are serious about trying to understand things and appreciate that. So I just wanted to let you know that this is the problem. Now, okay, cool. We know what the problem is now. We need to be different. We need to stand out. So how the hell, Gabriel, do I know? Because if you're looking at this, probably you don't have a lot of experience. Maybe you do, but maybe you don't have that much experience with running ads. I can't put out a winning ad out of my backside. So help me out here. How can we fix that? Okay, it's extremely simple. So we understood that first and foremost, it's about being different, like this little guy right here. That's great. Now, second thing, I just wanted to share with you too that if you take a look at my YouTube channel, not like an obvious plug, but I mean, this is a case. I do provide a lot of help with how to create ads, how to get winning ads done, and how to get great results with that using the framework we use to get anywhere between 20 to 50 members per month to the gyms we work work with. But the thing is, besides this, if you understand that you have to be different and that using the same approach as everybody does, it's not going to be working. Now, also, saturation can happen at an even smaller scale, meaning that, let's say you're running ads, for example. I just want to make sure I let you know how to fix this problem. Let's say you're running an ad for a month. It's been performing great. You keep it running, you're like, it works cool, that's great. You don't even look at it too much. Then what happens is you see that, okay, less people are coming through the doors now. It's getting a bit strange. Let me take a look at those ads. And when you take a look at them, you're like, oh damn, performance dropped tremendously. What happened? Again, my friend, this is saturation. Because think about it. Let's say you have a certain picture, you have a certain copy, and you have people watching that. Okay, I'm gonna try and draw an eye. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You have people looking at your out there. You're gonna have people that are gonna be interested, and some people that are not going to be interested. So what's going to be happening is that the people that are highly interested are going to take action and they're going to check out your gym. They're going to come. Great. But the problem is that after some period of time, all the people that were interested, they came. And all the people that were not interested, well, they just ignore your ad. So what's happening then? You have, again, saturation. The ad is at saturation because people do recognize the ad. They're like, oh, I saw this one already, not interested. For now, but maybe let's say in 2 weeks, 1 month from now, there will be, all right? So that's why you have to keep interrupting the pattern and keep showing the ad in front of them so they take a look at it and they're like, actually, let me take a look at it, because this is the way it goes when you're doing some interruption advertising. So what happens if your ad results are starting to drop? Which, if you're working over local market, it's gonna happen. Typically, it happens between the 2 weeks after launching the ads to sometimes 1 month. Sometimes you can keep them running for a long time, but whenever you do see there is a metric called frequency in the Meta Ads Manager, which is called frequency. If you see a drop in results, an increase in CPM, and you see frequencies at it's starting to get above 2.2, something like that. It's starting to get above the 2.2 range. This can be the issue. Like, it's not always the issue, but let's say it was performing great and you see that, okay, now the only thing that's been changed is the frequencies above 2.2, 2.5, then it's probably saturation that's biting you. So then, what do you do? How do you fix that? Great question. It's extremely simple. You go ahead and you do change to make it more of a pattern enter. Now, you don't need to change your whole ad. That's not required. In the situation of a Facebook ad, let's say this was an image. Usually, just changing the image works. That's it. The thing is, you have a gift. Let's say, imagine you have a gift. I'm actually going to draw this one, if I can. You have a gift. Cool. Beautiful bow tie. What you simply have to do is, okay, people are like, I saw this gift already. I'm not going to take a look at it. What you simply have to do, you don't have to change the content of the gift. You simply have to change the wrapping paper. Instead of having it red, let's say, you have it in green. And that's exactly what we are doing. You just have to change the appearance of your ad so it looks different, so that people are interested and then don't have this banner blindness thing. Okay? So when you think about this, there is kind of a hierarchy of change in what you can do to improve your ads, which is extremely simple to follow. First and foremost, I would go ahead and try to change the images, the video you're going to be using. This is going to relaunch those ads pretty quick. Second thing you can be doing, if you saw, okay, changing image doesn't work as much as before, what you can be doing is you can then change the first few lines, the first few words of your copy, because whenever you have a Facebook ad, you have to click see more to check it out, and maybe changing the first lines of the copy. Then that's the second thing I would be doing, because then the rest of the copy, it's not really that, not a lot of people are. The thing is, you have to take a look at, okay, what do the most amount of people see? First and foremost, that's the image. So first and foremost, you see, okay, if I see saturation, I change that. Second thing they see is going to be the first lines of the copy. So then I can change that. Cool. And then it can be, I would say the last thing you can go ahead and do if this is a saturation problem is change the angle by itself. So let's say, for example, right now we are at the end of January. So the whole January, everybody runs this kind of angle like, okay, like your goals 2024, something like this. Now, this is a great angle to be using now, but after some time, it's going to wear off. It's not going to be working as much, which is why right now it's going to be changing the ad angle. So the angle means the way you go about convincing people to get through the doors. And let's say a lot of people responded to, okay, let's achieve your 2024 goals. Great. Those people are in the doors now. Then in February, you can say, for example, if you're a weight loss gym, hey, do you feel like you can potentially go on a specific emotion, which is something I talked about, how to write an ad for a gym that doesn't suck. You can use a certain emotion, for example. Let's say you pick an emotion that's going to be anger. and you say, do you feel how? What would be a great way to say that? Like, hey, women of Winnipeg, for example, are you sick and tired of having this extra fat accumulated over the New Year period and having this stuck to you, and you don't, for the love of God, you can't get it off? Well, lucky you, we've helped, and then you can go on this angle. Another angle you can do is happiness. How happier would you feel if you saw that all the weight that you had just disappeared in a few weeks, and you would be able to take advantage of playing with the kids, feeling better, not feeling sluggish, and the whole day, this is a different angle, a different approach. So then that would be the third thing I would be changing, the kind of approach and the way you go about introducing and proposing a solution to resolve the problem. That's the angle. That would be the third thing I would be going for. So this was a video about saturation. I hope you learned a lot. This is some technical things and really advanced, but if you understand this, you can fix the problem of having your ads working for a month or two and then not working at all. This is because it's sole problem. So this is, my friend, if you understand this, you're going to be able to just keep coming up with new angles, new creatives, new things that is then going to be working, so that you can get a consistent amount of members every single month and not having this stopped after 2 to 3 months. If you enjoyed this video, please put a like, please put a comment. And by the way, there is a pitch not in this video, don't worry, I'm not going to pitch you anything because I know you didn't came here for that. But in the first link in the description, there is a pitch, fully transparent, about how we get anywhere between 20 to 50 members per month on a completely on-result basis. If you're interested in that, check it out. If not, no worries. Keep enjoying the videos. I appreciate your time, and I see you on the next one. Chat soon.